This is a 1976 Bicentennial edition. Now, the Bicentennial editions were unique, not in the serial number, but in the paint job. Every one of them had this sparkly paint. And the XLH and the FXE had this decal not only on the side of the tank, which the FLH did as well, but the FXE and XLH had this beautiful tank decal here on the tank, and a similar decal on the FLH, because obviously it had a dash here, was on the FLH's fairing right here. But they all had this sparkly paint, all three editions, on the fenders. And just because you had a 76 doesn't mean you had a Bicentennial edition. Only the Bicentennial editions had that sparkly paint with the decals. All the others were just standard colors. If you got an FXE, and if it don't look like this with whatever color you got, it ain't stock. And if it don't have this paint job on it, it's not a Bicentennial edition. Period. End of story. End of argument. Go educate yourself. I see a lot of people out there going, no, Bicentennial edition is a total chopper. It's nothing. This is a real one. We have real exhaust. That is the original exhaust. Okay, that is correct. It has an accessory Harley Davidson kicker cover for the time, which you could get. Has the original master cylinder. Still has a standard battery box, the correct shocks, the correct calipers, the correct spoke wheels, correct seat. And with the spoke wheels, front and rear, always. All 76 FXEs, XLHs, and XLCHs had this type fork here with that front brake that year. Now, what is incorrect on this bike is it doesn't have a little sticker here, somebody's taken it off, it says Super Glide. So at this period of time, you got one mirror, you got two holes, but one mirror from Harley, and this is an incorrect mirror. The mirror's been replaced, but they came stock with one. If you wanted to, you had to buy it. This silver here, this is all correct. This is all correct. This is all original right here. This is original grip. This is original piece here. This cover is all original, but the master cylinder's been replaced with a V-twin or something. At one time, somebody wanted to get the front brake working, then rebuild the stock master cylinder. They should take a silver one like this. This dash is just beautiful. There's 16,000 original miles on it. Original gas cap. I have not opened this till now. We're doing it for the first time on film. It's pretty good inside. I don't know if you can see it or not in this light. So it has a real common replacement for the time. It has a S&S Super B carburetor and air cleaner that was standard high performance at the time, and it has the correct S&S manifold for it as well. That's an Arrow hop-up. The lifter blocks are correct silver paint, that is original. This is a accessory item out of the catalog here, that is correct. Still has the tag here on the frame. Frame's original paint, which is beautiful. Some of the frames got repainted over the years. 76 was the last year on the FXEs that they didn't cut this off. 78 and 77 they whacked this off, and then 79 they put it back on. So that's very nice. If you want to put 4 pegs on it. So it has accessory pegs here. This is an accessory item. This is correct because it only has one bolt hole here. That's the last year they did that. Still has the DOT sticker here on the frame. And they should have a DOT sticker up here, which somebody has removed. If you look very carefully on eBay, you can get NOS ones. This is original here. They're different than the Evo ones. This is original here, original sticker here. Still has the original tires on it, front and rear. Nothing's been polished. The horn is correct, top motor mount is correct, the ignition switch here. We have keys, and it still has the AMF Harley Davidson key. On the right heads, notice the right oil tank. Not until 77 did they start having stickers here. This is all the correct aluminum colored. This is all original stuff. These are all the correct CAD. So is the CAD solenoid. There's the ratchet lid with all the correct ratchet lid stuff. So these are the correct FXE shocks with a little yellow. That's how they came. Now they would have normally a little cover here. This cover's been removed, so it's missing that. So original sprocket. This is an original accessory item here. That's correct. With these pegs, those are correct. These little red caps, these are correct here. Still has the original spark plug wires. The gas line and petcock have been changed. No big surprise there. So looks pretty good actually. It's missing the turn signals. Standard. A lot of people took them off. This is the some of the 76s I've seen with this here, and some of them I've seen just plain. So I guess they were changing it around depending on what state it was going to. This was originally sold in California. The back east ones I've seen didn't have that. So this is a California bike, and there's no rust on it, just age and patina. It's in very, very good shape. So this is the correct FXE top cover here with a little piece here. They're different. They're open here. And the later ones don't fit on the bottom risers. They crack. They just don't fit. All this is original. All the nuts and bolts are correct. Extremely nice shape. And it even has a little sticker here on the rear brake. This hasn't been busted out and replaced. This is the right line here. This is all correct down here. All the nuts and bolts on this bike are correct. See, this is the cover here on this side of the shock. But it's actually nice that one's off, because that we know they're original shocks, so they do reproduce them. Those are original shocks. This is the correct piece here. This is not an Evo piece. The shovel heads are much thinner, and they're hard to get. So there it is. Bicentennial. We still have the original rear tire on it even. So 16,000 miles. That's got to be the second or third tire on the rear. They put originals back on, which is very nice. Most of the time that didn't happen. But seats in beautiful condition. Most of those were replaced. So it's amazing that somebody kept this as stock as it is. If you look at these handlebars, those are unique to this period of FXE, different bend than the later buckhorns. And they're stainless steel. These are the correct top caps here, all the correct little screws. Original line here. It's a really, really nice shape. So there it is, 1976, an actual Bicentennial. And we will see you guys on the next video. Bye-bye.